What's up, y'all? It's Jazz, and I am back with another reaction video. So tonight, I'm gonna be reacting to Pooh Shiesty, the real menace of South Menace. I see that this dropped like 3 days ago or whatever. So we about to react. So before we get into the video, y'all go ahead and subscribe, hit that notification bell if you are not already subscribed. We are on the road to 2K. Like, I'm about to try and be consistent with y'all. Like, I've been slacking. I'm sorry, y'all, but we're back. But ouch. Ooh. I'm about to get on my game. For real, y'all. For real. Because I missed y'all. But anyways.
I gotta keep it so 100. I ain't never like you, cuz. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never like your I ain't never like you.
First of all, the way it started off, who is he talking about in this live?
You know I ain't like you. In the street wild, like we ain't gonna talk about that on here though.
Okay, lit.
When I was hustling, I always was playing Memphis rappers. I felt like they had such an
Gucci.
underground scene. That's what I gravitated to. Like the most gutter music is what I want to hear.
Police and prosecutors say Pooh Shiesty was part of the group that ended up in this parking lot that October afternoon where the shots flew, and it happened right across the street from the police department and town hall here in Bay Harbor Islands.
Hi, what's up, everybody? Probably the most requested artist for me to make a video on right now is Pooh Shiesty. He's one of the biggest movements in rap and is coming out of Memphis, but for a lot of folks, it feels like he came out of nowhere. Last week, Shiesty was second only to Drake for the most streamed artist in the country.
Dang.
There's a reason everyone's drawn to. Pooh Shiesty's crew, Chopper Gang's gotta be one of the wildest in the industry, and the music reflects it. Doesn't matter how many billboards all over the country have his face on it. Doesn't matter he's signed to a major label deal with Gucci and Atlantic, selling 60K the first week on his debut album. Shiesty will still rob a dude in Miami who was trying to sell him weed and some Jordans, stick 2 shooters on the guy, sending him to the hospital, escape in a green McLaren, get arrested, bond out, and leave the state in a private jet.
Saying the two left the state in a private jet.
Who, they got the right guy? See, Shiesty keeps his circle small. You basically gotta give your life to Chopper Gang just to be around. Chopper Gang Hank, he's locked up for an attempt murder, allegedly shot up a car and paralyzed the dude in a bad case of mistaken identity. Chopper Wop, he's down for a murder and 2 attempts. Even Shiesty's best bro, Big 30, who was signed to a deal way before Shiesty was, getting tens of millions of streams a month.
Oh, they said they with the ish.
He got booked 2 weeks
They
before
didn't come to
Shiesty
play.
did on felony drug charges in Alabama. Got extradited back to Memphis for another pending case he was already fighting, made bond, and released the song first day out. But most of the mainstream was not tuned in until Lil Durk and Shiesty came together to make the song Back in Blood. And while most fans were focused on Durk in the wake of the Quando and Vaughn situation, the entire city of Memphis was focused on Shiesty's verse. Because he wasn't just rapping. Shiesty was talking about a specific event that happened where he and 2 members of his crew went to a rival house in Memphis and robbed a bunch of guns from them. That's why in the lyrics he says, yeah, you know who took that shit from you, come get it back in blood. On the song, Shiesty's talking directly to them.
We ain't mad, Scott.
What is he robbing for?
You need to know who
And he got all this money.
You need to know.
The rival gangs called EBG, and them and Shiesty have had problems for many years locally in Memphis. EBG being from the north, Shiesty being from the south, it plays into this divide that's long existed in the city. But now the Back in Blood song is worldwide, hitting the number 8 spot on Billboard charts, getting 50 million views on YouTube in 1 month, forcing EBG, who aren't even rappers, to respond over the same Back in Blood beat.
Oh, they said they strapped.
Their remix got taken down a bunch of times, each time getting hundreds of thousands of views in days. So EBG dropped the second diss track. This one called Rumors. They even got Quando Rondo to make an appearance, taking collateral shots at Durk just for being on the original song with Shiesty. Now,
Dang.
we're gonna get into all this, but first, check out my song of the day. This is some motivation from my guy K Johnny. Let's go.
To the point, I don't give a fuck no more. Just thought I should fucking miss it. I done fucked around and got my heart broke, but I done buried all of my feelings. I know my mama saying go get it. You got a child that needs visions, so I can shit on him. I did it. I hate to do it, but I did it. Look, I cannot visit my past. I'm back in my bag. No more being stupid. The love I had get on one bag. I'm talking again. Let's get to the moolah. Look, I'm throwing this shit in the trash. I manifest cash. You thought I was wrong. I know you fucking thought I was wrong.
Oh, I'm like, what the heck just happened? Thought I was tripping for a minute.
Alright, right now, Memphis is like the gold rush for artists. Everybody's getting signed. And the reason is, Memphis has one of the rawest, most authentic cultures. But there's a lot more to it than good music and good barbecue. Memphis is the heart of the Bible Belt, with more churches than gas stations. On one hand, it's that southern hospitality, home-friendly folks who work hard to get by, but on the other hand, it's extreme violence, making Memphis the third most dangerous city in America. It's rural country, so practically
Dang, the third worst in America? Wow. One place I know I won't go.
everybody's tooled up, and folks have paramilitary weapons. In areas like the South or North Memphis, your life expectancy is 20 years shorter than other parts of the city.
Wow.
Right now, in some neighborhoods in Memphis, families are sleeping on the floor to
Yo, that's crazy. 20 years less? That is crazy.
avoid being hit by gunfire from outside. For some, they live in a war zone.
For Pooh Shiesty, he's from the King Creek
Hold on.
Apartments in South Memphis, just 15 minutes from Moneybag Yo's hood, the
I'm
Walker
sorry,
Hope,
let
North
me-
Memphis. Your life expectancy is 20 years shorter than other parts of the city.
Right now, in some neighborhoods in Memphis, families are sleeping on the floor to avoid being hit by gunfire from outside. For some, they live in a war zone.
For Pooh Shiesty, he's from the King
Dang,
Creek
that's
Apartments in South
sad.
Memphis, just 15 minutes from Moneybag Yo's hood, the Walker
Family
Hope,
sleeping
not
on
far
the
from Young Dolph's
floor
neighborhood in
just not to
Castalia,
get
and black
shot.
youngsters around the way too. Pooh Shiesty growing up was very much on that killer be killed energy. Let his boy Big 30 tell you, at age 11, Shiesty thought he was American gangster, getting arrested and expelled from middle school at the same time, forced to wear an ankle monitor. See,
Oh, he
Shiesty
won't
followed in his
play.
pop's footsteps. Pooh's father was a known gangster and founder of the record label Mob Ties. In 2006, one of his artists, who went by the name Miscellaneous,
Oh,
got
so
into
he
a
only
triple
following
shooting at
footsteps.
Yo Gotti's birthday bash. The club managers knew that Yo Gotti and Miscellaneous were beefing, and instead of canceling the event, they hired 35 security guards using 4 metal detectors to screen the crowd. It didn't work. That same year, Shiesty's father was convicted of being an accessory in the murder of a local female DJ, which put him on supervised parole. Even with the law breathing down his neck, his pops was still hustling for almost a year, bringing in money under the radar from a trap house on a street called Porter. The house fell on a dead end and looked like it had been abandoned. But little did Pooh's father know, Memphis police had been monitoring the spot for months. One day, his father was in there. They had the measuring cups by the stove, the digital scales on the kitchen counter. One of them had weed, the other had cocaine. Suddenly, there was a loud boom as the front door busted open, and cops bursted in, rushing apartment 3 that was just up the stairs. As the cops ran up, this 75-pound pit bull came sprinting around the corner and leaped at their necks, so the officers shot it 3 times before the dog retreated to the kitchen and later died. In the chaos, you could hear yelling, "Go, go, go," as people ran from apartment 3 to apartment 4, trying to escape. Glass shattered as folks jumped out the window, leaving Pooh's father in the kitchen, cornered by police. They told him to surrender, and he did, leaving the officers with 12.5 grams of coke, 8 pounds of kush, and $10,000 cash that they took from Pooh's father's left pocket. With his pops in and out doing Fed bids, Shiesty was running around a
Sheesh.
badass little kid, jumping people, finessing people. That's how he got the name Shiesty. And Memphis is a small world. Everybody knows each other. Shiesty even went to Central High School with some of the people he's into it with right now, like the main rapper from EBG, E-Jizzle. But Pooh's reputation began to travel. In high school, he expanded his circle, clicking up on some plans to get money by any means. Together with his childhood friend Big 30
He was
from Wayne, Little Hank,
bad.
Ledwab, and a few others, they came up with the name Chopper Gang, and it stuck.
Chopper gang shit, Chopper gang shit, man. Chopper gang shit. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. We ain't got a prop to crop back here. We be real. We slug and shit. Nigga ain't gonna die. We gonna come chop nigga whole block, street, whatever.
Within Chopper Gang, there are various members that come from big sets that are prominent in the area. What a lot of people don't know, Memphis has every single national gang and more. It's extremely active. With this new trend towards
That's
hybrid
why it's so
gangs,
dang
smaller
on
mobs and cliques
dangerous.
within the sets going renegade, warring with each other.
See where there was an older person running everything, but it's been changing a lot. A lot of these young kids with these offset groups, they're totally different.
More little cliques or little gangs that seem to be particularly violent and need less and less of a reason to resort to shooting a gun.
One story of a guy named White Grape, or White Boy Kenny, who went to Central High School with Pooh Shiesty and them, and was known for having girls lined up like a buffet. He was a member of Chopper Gang who got initiated into the Grape Street Crips. They beat the shit out of him, took a photo that went viral as he became an official Grape Street member. But one day, White Grape allegedly got his gun robbed from him, so Chopper Gang had to cut ties with him, basically disowning him. Only for White Grape to catch a murder case months later after a drug deal went wrong and clients tried to pay him with counterfeit money, so he shot and killed one of them. Now,
Wow.
Chopper Gang continued spreading their enterprise, planning bigger licks that brought more danger. Sheisty himself says before the age of 15, you're gonna lose a close friend in Memphis. Guaranteed someone close to you is gonna get killed. Around 2016, he lost his best friend Trey Day, which turned his heart cold. Pooh Shiesty vowed to live with no remorse from that day forward and be a menace to society. And after he graduated high school in 2018, Chopper Gang had many streams of income flowing in, and they started using some of this money they were making to pay for studio time. It was one of those rare cases where the music blew up out the gate. They dropped their first song, Breaking News, near the end of 2018, and by 2019, they were buzzing. Sheisty's childhood friend Big 30 got signed to fellow Memphis artist Moneybagg Yo. Meanwhile, Sheisty was still a free agent, dropping his singles every other week, racking in views. This caught the attention of Guap, who was in the middle of building his 1017 roster, looking for the grimiest artists he could find. Of course, Guap was the original slime. You remember hearing stories of a young Gucci Mane terrorizing the industry. Famously, the first time he met French Montana to do a song together, French paid him $5,000 and waited in the studio patiently while Gucci took the money and left out the back door.
Wow.
Gucci didn't like French. Because the first time he went to the studio to do a song with him,
He dipped on
Gucci
him.
$5,000 to get on the feature. And he was just sitting in the studio, but Gucci was going out the back door. Like, he wasn't doing nothing. And I said, Gucci, you can't do no shit like that.
That's the same energy Gucci saw in Pooh Shiesty. After hearing one song on YouTube, he hit up Pooh on IG to get the paperwork ready for a major label deal with Atlantic. Chopper Gang was laughing to the bank. The industry fucked up and let some real gangsters in. Big Scar, who's also from South Memphis and just happens to be Pooh Shiesty's cousin, he's a founding member of a clique called Double R that's been in a brutal war at home in Memphis for quite some time. And up until this point, Big Scar was strictly in the streets, handling business, and never really considered himself a rapper. Until one day, he actually blew up off a reaction video done by a YouTuber named Tommy Craze, who reacted to Big Scar's first ever song when it had only 5 views in 9 hours.
Hold up. Big Scar, make a play. 5 views 9 hours ago. Man, that was so hard. Definitely co-sign this track. Big Scar, make a play. Go and check it out.
That song went on to do millions of views, and 2 months later, after Sheisty became a major label artist, and with only 2 songs ever published, his cousin Big Scar inked a deal with Gucci, making Chopper Gang and their affiliates the single biggest movement coming out of the Mid-South. And with all this attention on Memphis, it brought more drama to the city. Pooh Shiesty was living up to his name and began taking shots at another Memphis rapper named Big Boogie.
You at, Big Boogie? The Boogster. Where you at? Hey, Boogie, hey, Red Ron, I would get out there in the street with your gang, me by myself. The whole gang right now, today, in like 30 minutes on live, all this shit. Why you say something back, cuz? You did that out of your fans, cuz. You let your fans boot your head up, cuz. You done cost yourself. You got shows and shit ahead of you, bro.
Boogie's a rising artist out of Frazier, which is the north super country part of Memphis. Seems like a good guy. According to Boogie, they never met a day in their life, but Sheisty claims when he pulled up in the north to see Boogie, it was a whole different story.
Oh, you been running from me, bro. You been running. You been running from me, bro. You know what happened in the north, bro, when I pulled up, came on your side, bro. You know what happened.
And Pooh is so petty, he even went as far as naming a strain of weed Red Rum after Big Boogie's crew, Red Rum, just so he could say that he's smoking on that Red Rum pack. And the bigger you get, the bigger the target you become in Memphis. Just a few days after he went back and forth with Sheisty on social media, Big Boogie's concert in Mississippi got shot up. It was the scene of a double murder. 50 shots in total were fired from 5 different guns, hitting Big Boogie's friend Jasmine, who was on stage with him, and she later died in Boogie's arms.
Oh, dang. They do not be playing. I know where not to go.
Fast forward a few months later to November 6th. Durk and Pooh Shiesty linked up to drop the audio for the song Back in Blood. That's the same day where King Von passed away in Atlanta after an altercation with Quando Rondo outside the Monaco Hookah Lounge. Sheisty and Durk had already filmed the music video back in Chicago, but chose not to release it yet. This was, in many ways, the mainstream's introduction to Pooh Shiesty. A few more weeks went by and the song continued to climb the charts. Then randomly, at 6 in the morning on a Tuesday in December, Sheisty posts this cryptic warning to Facebook. Drop that song and you're not gonna live to see that baby get here. That's when New Year's came around. January 1st, 2021. A Memphis crew called EBG put out a remix to Back in Blood, going after Sheisty, responding to everything he said on the original track. They got Choppa Gang Killer, CGK, on their t-shirts. Pooh responded immediately, saying this had to be the worst move this gang ever made, and that he did 18 million views off of them before he even said their name. The very next day, Sheisty dropped the music video that he filmed with Durk back in Chicago, making Back in Blood the trending topic once again, shooting all the way up the Billboard rankings. EBG's remix was getting taken down left and right due to copyrights, so EBG's main rapper E Jizzle dropped another diss track called Rumors, which ran up in views quickly, hitting 1 million views in less than a week. Then, Jizzle was shot 3 times just days after this second diss track went live.
I bet a
Dang.
man can't do this. Dad can't do this. Who this is? Who? I can't walk. I can't walk.
3 bullets hit his arm, and after getting them removed, Jizzle was back on the block wearing a cast, just in time to drop his 3rd diss track called Paralyzed. To add to the unfortunate timing, Pooh Shiesty's brother, who had been on life support fighting for every breath, was pronounced dead just hours before EBG released this new diss. As it stands, the song has nearly 400,000 views in a week. EBG Jizzle went from a couple thousand followers to 50,000 almost overnight. And Memphis has pretty much been in a frenzy ever since.
Dang.
But yeah, man, let me know if there's a video you want me to cover in the comments below. I will see you in the next one.
There are 2,700
Wow, y'all,
robocalls
that
made
is
in the US.
crazy.
You might have been on the receiving end of one.
I think that's all of it. Dang. Uh-oh. I don't know what that is. But y'all, oh my gosh, that is crazy. Like, they were on one. They was not coming to play. Memphis is crazy. They crazy dangerous. Like, you gotta sleep on the floor just to avoid gunshots. Like, just imagine having your kids, like having kids, like they can't even go outside and play like normal because you got people out here shooting every day. That is crazy, y'all. Yeah, y'all. That was kind of interesting. I'm gonna have to do another one like that. But y'all, stay tuned. I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. I'm having a little bit of a brain fart, but make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe if you are not already. We are coming back and better. We are on the way to 2K, and that's all per. But yeah, y'all. Peace.